The conference on Adventist Identity at Andrews University brought together scholars from all around the world to talk about education, healthy living, the Sabbath, and mission.
The Adventist Identity Conference took place at Andrews University from October 13th to 15th, discussing the theme, The Remnant, Adventist Identity in History and Theology.
So the Adventist Identity Conference here at Andrews University has been in planning and works for about 4 years. And as the planning team built the goals and the structure and the understanding of what we're trying to do, we focused on understanding our past and our present in order to have a good future.
What I liked very much is that we were thinking about this issue of Adventist identity, who we are, for what we are standing, what we believe, how we should understand ourselves, the self-understanding, that we are dealing with this very important issue from different angles.
We were able to look back to the experience of our fathers in the Christian faith. We learn a lot from the early Christians and the formation of the Christian identity.
Scholars from all over the world presented different aspects of our identity, such as education, health living, the Sabbath, the spirit of prophecy, and mission.
This conference that we've had on Adventist Identity has been very helpful, I think, in many ways to see from different angles both the challenges to understand what is Adventist identity, but also some of the beauty, both historically and moving forward, of what it means to be Adventist.
I felt honored to be invited to participate and talk about the Sabbath, which is one of the two identifying marks of our name. And I also appreciated David Trim's reminder that, yes, there are some disagreements, but it's marvelous how much unity there is in the church around the world.
I consider this conference to be a major event in the history of our church for some reasons. And one of those is, as a worldwide church, already living in the second century of our history, the tendency is to be so much involved with the surrounding cultures that we end up losing our identity.
With over 1,500 registrations, mostly connected through live stream, the participants were impacted by the presentations and discussion panels.
It has been so beneficial to me as a student here at the Seventh Adventist Seminary, Theological Seminary, in a way that so many areas of our aspect as an institution, as Seventh Adventist Church, were tackled to remind us of who we are, what we stand for.
What impressed me the most was the 360 degrees perspectives on Adventist identity and how it was summarized at the end.
I am so glad that we got so many perspectives from different parts of the world, from different disciplines, and yet focused upon this question of Adventist identity, which we need to address. And I was delighted to see how much unity we had in coming from these different perspectives, and yet how much challenge we have still to work on. For example, my paper, How to Put Christ into All of the Doctrines. And
do we have to have unity? Do we have to have uniformity? The truth is, the New Testament has a call to unity out of diversity. And so what that means is we need a common identity. But how that identity is defined and how it's practiced in detail in different parts of the world, there probably is space for there to be some difference in that.
The core of our Adventist identity is mission. How do we act? What do we tell? Who do we tell about who our God is, what he has done for us? I loved Dick Davidson's centrality of Jesus in all of Adventist identity and doctrine. And really, when it comes down to it, we are depending on Jesus for our salvation. We are depending on Jesus for our future. And this is the message of Jesus that we need to get to the world in the Three Angels message.